did it. But this is the live.
Oh, okay.
You're watching the before times. That's
what I looked like before times.
Yeah, this is the live right here, but it's actually showing right here. And then the microphone falls over. I'm a professional.
Okay. Where am I supposed to look? Here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move this over.
I think we should get a cutout of like Papa G's face.
Just so we can, it's like we're looking at it and smiling.
I'd like to look into his beautiful smile.
Let me move this up. So, oh my God, that just started happening. That shouldn't happen.
We had, it's last minute. I came over. We didn't practice.
It's true. We didn't practice any of this.
No.
We have no idea what's happening.
But why?
Welcome to everybody to Amateur Hour. This is me, Mike Case. You're on my channel. If you have seen it, no, I don't have a black eye. I've got a sty, and it happens every once in a while. And it's happening right now.
Okay,
it's on the side.
It was on the side that I can't see.
That you can't see.
And then I refuse to acknowledge.
The problem is a lot of people probably didn't notice it, but now that I've noticed it, they can't unsee it.
I like that now. I like that you've trained them that I am not domestically abusing you.
That's 100%.
That's what's happening.
Well, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about people being like, is Zach hitting you?
Zach's conveniently here. Mike has a black eye.
Is he hitting? Yeah.
No,
I have a black.
Is weird.
I have a black guy.
You're dating a black?
No, I just know a black guy.
Oh, you know a black guy.
So I can't be racist.
Okay. Yes, I did it.
I did it. Well, anyway, welcome. We got Playware Talk Red in the chat. We got Brian TK6287 in the chat. Jacob Dahl in the chat. Ionicus Toy Reviews in the chat right there. Going down the line real quick here. Darth Rock also in the chat. That's how you know, because they say hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is your first time, right?
Yeah. I've never done this before. Yeah. I've never. What is saying hi?
Well, so it's a greeting. It's like a standard greeting. It's like when you see somebody for the first time, either in the day or it's been a while.
Okay.
That's just kind of what you say.
So when does goodbye come into play?
That's when you're leaving.
I see.
That's when you're leaving.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's really all the time we have. Thanks for joining us for our live stream today. Well, no, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty much that's the most information and like the best material we've got for
that's it. Yeah, that's all I had planned was the high and the bye.
Just naming people off is the rest.
Naming people off is half the fun for me. We got Andy Davis here hanging out. Daywings 88 as opposed to Nightwings 99, I guess.
44?
44? I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I do too.
Linda.
Or it can be Nightwings 88, but the 8s are reversed.
But you can't tell. You can't tell. The 8s are backwards. Yeah. Linda's in the chat. Linda, what's up? Yeah, Zach. So Zach's here. If you don't know who Zach is my co-host. This isn't. Oh my God, I've got two Zachs right now, and it's confusing.
I know, it's weird.
It's really weird.
I thought you were just messing with me.
I wasn't. No, his name is also Zach, and it's spelled the same way as yours.
I don't like it. You forced me to change it. Am I older? Was I here first?
Yeah.
Was I here first in the world? Okay, make him change.
I think so.
I get first dibs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's from Kentucky, so you can take him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He might have that cool rural like farming energy.
No, but he's from Louisville, so
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. He just made a big deal about it.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm saying Ionicus looks forward to my live stream every month. That's great to know. I do this the first Saturday of every month. I do a live stream, rain or shine.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't do it the first Saturday, I do it the first Sunday. Like if something's going on.
I don't like that.
That was weird.
I say stick to days. No Sunday bullshit.
I mean,
you're better.
Sunday is also a day.
I don't like that.
Sunday's a day.
Yeah.
It ends in day.
I don't like things that rhyme with fun day.
What?
Like Sunday fun day or
all right.
Whatever.
All right. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
We'll workshop. I'll come back to it. Eli Nerdwriter is here. Hendrickson. I don't want to put that off.
I think he's addressing the other Zach though.
Oh, no,
mine's with an H, not a K.
That's true. He doesn't give a shit. We do make swears here, so
we make swears.
If you have to ask your parents if you continue watching, that's fine.
Okay.
Transformers Talk Raw also here. It's my buddy Matt. He's a cool guy.
Hey Matt.
Yeah. Lily got tired of Mike shooting her with Legos and clocked him in the eye. That's actually true. That is legitimately what happened.
Yeah. I just tried to take the blame for once, take the heat.
That's true. Yeah, you're cool like that.
Everyone expects me to hit you,
right?
But I don't want to allow that I don't want to have that domestic abuse level there. I like Lily. I don't want her to go under.
Yeah, you don't want to, not for something as simple as punching me in the face.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah,
it coming.
If it happens, I obviously had it coming.
Yeah, I would not. I mean, I'm going to believe Lily on this one.
Yeah, like what does Lily say to Mike with two black eyes? Nothing. She already told me twice.
Oh, got him.
Oh, repurposing old misogynistic jokes.
And against you,
but like reversed.
Yeah, you were fighting the patriarchy.
That's right, dude. I don't give a shit. David Smith is right here. Lane Bossingwaith? I don't know. I'm not good at reading. I read at a 3rd grade level. I'm gonna have to use my fingers sometime. Uncle Ben, I think I already said that. Toy Galaxy is here, putting the numbers of the Sky Striker versus the Rancor. The Sky Striker is handedly spanking the Rancor right now.
Well, I mean, I think everyone's been waiting for like G.I. Joe vehicles for that line, like a solid update on a G.I. Joe vehicle.
Yes and no. Like it started off strong and then it kind of limped along until yesterday, I think it was, or the day. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. They announced that at the base level, you also get a Cobra Commander. And all the figures are like the O-ring old school ones now instead of the modern ones,
right? Which
is pretty cool. But the Cobra Commander is also the Mickey Mouse chest one that's like super popular or whatever. So like I think that has a little bit to do with it. But you know what? No ill will, except for Dan Larson. Fuck you.
Is he anti-Rancor?
No, we just really pro Sky Striker.
Oh, okay.
So
he's not anti-Rancor. He's just super pro.
So we have this fake rivalry. I don't know if I ruined it for
pretty
everyone.
Real.
Yeah,
you guys are screaming at each other.
Yeah, we're literally screaming at each other
right now. You scream at literally everyone.
I do. That's how I talk. Yeah. I'm Southern and I'm Italian. I only know how to scream talk.
So I'm glad we're this way because usually I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm partially deaf in this.
Yeah. Well, now I'm trying to. I'm trying to even it out. That's right. Yeah. Just going back to people keep talking. These are all good things. Everyone's saying hi to each other, which I love. Camaraderie right here, if you will.
You're nurturing a community.
That's right. I want a community of people that come here. If you see a figure you like, buy it. Leave one for the next collector is always Dan Larson's motto. JR Kaneko, how you doing, buddy? Crazy 8 360. Also here's today. Here's today. I'm not drunk. I'm not high.
High on life, brother.
Yeah, I'm present.
And crack cocaine.
That's right. You know what though? That'll change. So the reason Zach's here is we're going to be recording a very special episode of Bots and Shots, and maybe a little bit of extra something that we're keeping very, very secret.
Unless we get like kind of chatty later and forget.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, but for now, you'll find out. It'll be a fun Christmas present. But how are you doing today? Are you doing okay?
I went to work, did a little overtime. I didn't really want
a little OT.
But
was it forced overtime?
No.
Okay.
It was just because I could make double time, and I had to get a newer car recently.
So
monies.
How's the new car working out?
It's all right. I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't know.
Okay, so here's the real question.
Okay.
Is it an Autobot or a Decepticon?
I haven't decided yet. I
think
it's still finding its place.
Because your last car, I think you said was a Decepticon.
I don't think I ever truly decided with that one. I think it had to be because of the color scheme.
Yeah, it was kind of a silver. What color is your new car?
Like a dark gray. It's kind of trailbreaker-y colored, but I'm not a trailbreaker fan, so I'm always kind of back and forth with the. But I'll get there. I'll get there.
I feel like when you get a vehicle like that, you always have to decide: does this feel Autobody or Decepticon-y? Mm-hmm. If you're a Transformers fan, anyway. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Let's see. Going back down the list here. Transformers Talk Raw just dropped two buccarinos right there. Keep up the great work, Mike. Much love, bros. Bro, right back at you. Thanks so much. If you guys haven't seen it, Transformers Talk Raw is also his own YouTube channel. He does a lot of fun short form videos. You just want to go in and just get a quick little discussion thing going on. It's a lot of fun, and he has fun little topics. So for sure, go check him out. Make Where Play also here. Good to see you. That's a That's a Twitch thing from Toy Galaxy. They have a Han Solo that pops up and says, "Good to see," like from the Force, the Tasu Leech. Good to see. Anyway, yeah. So it's always fun when you over explain something because there's this circle of a joke where it's not funny, but like funny is right here, but you can only go this way. So you have to keep going until you get all the way back around to funny.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's so easy to go from funny back to unfunny because they're right next to each other. Well, you can just only go one way.
The worst part is when you drink too, you're not really sure
where the gap is. So exactly.
You might even be hitting it, but you'll overshoot it.
You easily overshoot it. Yeah. These are things you just kind of have to work on. Let's see here. Awesome display in the background. Thank you very much. These are my toys. Not all of them, but they're the toys I care about right now. No. The answer is no. Even if the Rancor fails, it won't be the first one. The first one was Cookie Monster. The Cookie Monster has failed so hard, he's not even on the HasLab site as this failed, but it existed.
So they're just erasing their history?
Yeah, 100%.
They should have it there as a reminder,
right?
Like on the wall. Like,
that's how you know. This could happen to your Rancor. Don't let Cookie Monster happen to your Rancor.
Should we hire Brian Posehn to like do the screaming?
It's the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh this. I know Dan just gave us some numbers, but I'm gonna give us some more updated numbers. We're at 5335 out of 9,000. So we need about 3665. Is that, did I map that right? I don't know. Somewhere around there to get it. I will say, to my knowledge, this doesn't have any like outside the US and Canada numbers right now. Because the only people that can buy one on the website like this are from the US or Canada. UK, maybe UK is on here too, but I don't think any of the other countries have put theirs in yet.
Alone would be able to push those numbers.
I think so too. I really do. But here's the thing. I don't want to get too much into the whole Rancor thing. I've talked a lot about it. I'm kind of tired of talking about it. At this point, it's gonna pass or it's gonna fail. I've got 2 on pre-order.
So I really didn't pay attention much.
Yeah.
I need you to over.
It's all good. I'll explain whatever you want. I'm explaining to you.
So there was like the controversy, like the Beastmaster guy coming with it.
He is now. Okay. He wasn't originally.
See, that's what I
although my co-host, different Zach,
thinks
that they had him in the pocket for if the Rancor was doing so well, they were gonna like throw him in as like a 5th tier.
Okay.
Like hey, it's doing so well. Here's an extra tier or whatever, and it would have been the Rancor.
Right.
And instead of using him as like hey, it's doing so well, they're doing hey, if you get it, we'll slide it into the Rancor with you, because he's at the base level. Like if it funds, you also get the Rancor guy.
Which I feel like
Malakili. Yeah,
because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with like when he got
yeah.
I would just yell it all the time. Like I don't even know what he was saying, and so I was just like, I'm not getting that guy. Because that's if you had the Rancor, that's the first thing I would do with it is pick up the toy and go.
I'll have you over when it comes in, if it comes out.
Just to say that.
Just to say that. Yeah. Come in, say it,
my
leave.
Cameo.
That's it. That's your one. That's your cameo.
We'll cosplay it. I'll get like a little turban hat and shirtless.
I feel like I should cosplay him better.
Yeah, I know.
I have the physique.
I know.
Although I'm not shaving for it. I'm just saying.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then because it's bro who hugs them, they should also make a figure of we can hug and cry about it. But
yeah. So I mean, I get that. And I thought he would be a stretch goal, no problem. Like I was in that camp. I thought, for sure, he's a stretch goal. And they revealed all the stretch goals, and he wasn't in it. And I was honestly a little shocked. But not to the point where I was mad about it, and not to the point where I'm like, I'm canceling because I'm not getting this. Because the way I see it, it's not you're not getting anything, and eventually you'll get him. Like they'll release him, and you'll get it. Like this thing's not going to come out for like another year.
I also got to wonder if it's kind of struggling. Maybe it's because it's too hot on the heels of the other thing.
Well, that's part of the problem. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's I mean, you're looking at it right now. There's 3 HasLabs going on. You got Sky Striker. Rancor was first. Sky Striker was like a day later, which was a surprise to everybody.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days later, they did the Ghostbusters one. Yeah. So you got, and that one's funded. That one's like fully funded.
I was looking at the price because the microphone is
$400. So the Sky Striker's got it on the Rancor a little bit because it's like $120 cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper.
That's it. That's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. That's part of the problem. Is it does feel like they're kind of pushing too much in.
Because what was the one just before this?
There was the one we got, the Victory Saber.
The Star Wars one. What's the Star Wars one before?
Oh, it was the Razor Crest, but that was like last year.
Okay, I thought there was one in between.
No,
maybe something.
No, you're just real dumb.
Yeah, I'm the dumb. Oh,
well,
no.
You're pretty, but you're dumb.
Because it was like Sentinel and Galactus.
Yeah, that's so we got Victory Saber and Galactus, and for a couple of days they were running simultaneously.
Yeah.
Like there was like a little bit of overlap there, but like Galactus was just ending and the Victory Saber was just starting.
I still think they should have the Cookie Monster like blacked out, like
just the circle with the arrow through or the line through it, or whatever.
Through it like that old
X-Men
Days of Future Past.
Or that, yes, exactly.
Like,
you can have like the Rancor and like and Big Bird like on it, like Wolverine. Was it Wolverine and Shadowcat? Were they the ones on the cover? Yeah.
I guess we can create that with the Marvel Legends.
Yeah. It's a classic cover there. Yeah. So part of the problem is there's too much going on. Plus, it's Christmas time. Like this is traditionally a time of year where it's like a lot of money is being spent on other people for the most part. Like you're buying gifts for your family and whatever, just because your dad's dead.
I mean, that has nothing to do with that.
No, it doesn't. I just like to remind you.
I still wouldn't get him a Christmas present if he was alive.
That's right. That's why I remind you.
Yeah.
Think of the money you're saving.
Yeah.
No, I do. I get my niece and nephew better presents now that I don't have to get one for my brother. Yeah. Last year I got them a Switch.
Well, and now they're old enough to appreciate the gifts you
for
give
sure.
them. Because when they're younger, like they'll like almost anything or be really shitty.
Oh, you know what? My nephew was the best because I would literally get him the things that I would get me. Like, oh, you wanted a Transformer? Heck yeah, let me get you a Transformer, buddy. Yeah.
I'm just waiting because like one of my best friends, Rebs, their kid turned 2. I'm waiting until he's like 4.
When can I get you? When we get him Cyberverse?
And then I'm like, here's all your toys.
Yeah.
And then end up Luke. So I'm like, oh, you walked into this Star Wars trap, you
son of a bitch. Yeah. Anyway, so part of the problem was the timing and the amount of things going on. The other part of the problem, he's a little expensive. Like he's $350 for a figure. Like some people think it should be like closer to 300 or 250 or 200.
Because how much for the Sentinel / Galactus?
The Galactus was 400, and he needed like 12,000 backers. Okay. So he was.
How much bigger was he than the Rancor?
He's 32 inches versus 17 inches that the Rancor is, or like 18 inches.
But the Rancor is.
But yes, that's the thing.
And wings. I saw the picture of his wingspan.
The arms. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. It's not so much about the height. Like you're taller than me, but I wouldn't necessarily say you're bigger than me. No. Like I'm a lot thicker and girthier than you are.
Like I eat more planets.
That's but I'm good. I got my reach.
Yeah, you got that wingspan.
I got that wingspan.
Although I would argue my wingspan is probably longer than
yeah, actually it probably is. But
I'm more Rancor wingspan-y.
Shut up. Let me have something.
Hello.
So anyway, personally, I think for being a limited run, because 9,000 back, like that's not a lot. And compared to like a normal thing, it's going to naturally make the figure more expensive. I think they could have raised it to like 11,000 and lowered the price $50.
Yeah, easily.
Like I think that would have been a better.
Though I think there's also something about like pricing things. Like if you cross over certain number lines, it gets a little weird for your brain to want to jump that.
It's a psychological thing. Yeah. Well, because I deal with this all the time in my current job, because I do a lot of like training and helping people. Telling people like, oh, you should do something. You should charge free shipping, but raise your prices. And people are like, well, people don't want free, like they don't want to raise their prices. Yeah. But it's a psychological thing. If you see something that's $15 with $5 shipping,
I mean, even like
people won't do it. But if it's $20 with free shipping, people will do it, even though the price is the same.
Well, it's even like if I'm at like a convention or a comic store and there's like a toy there for $60, and I'm like, well, I would buy it if it was $50.
Right.
Like there's that kind of like. The pride of numbers thing, like,
right?
Where you kind of like, well, I'm not going to spend this much more than that much more,
right?
So I think that's the same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah. So I think a lot of it is psychological. Mm-hmm. It's perceived value.
Well, it's also I guess you got to factor in like shipping too. If you're not
a Pulse member, I am a Pulse member, so I don't like people like shipping. I don't know what shipping is, but there's also taxes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that it is about $400, a little bit less than $400. after tax. I think,
and like over 4 if you're doing shipping.
Correct.
So it's probably like 50 for shipping. I imagine.
So it does get a little pricey. Like I'll give it that. And it's a legitimate thing. If you don't think it's worth the money, I don't think you should buy it.
I feel like if you backed more than one HasLab, I mean, not that I really want to necessarily support the Pulse thing, but
sure.
If you backed more than one HasLab and are probably going to do it again, you probably should just do the Pulse thing just to like knock out potential shipping.
Honestly, for me, spending the $50 a year on the Pulse has been worth it. I've saved way more than that.
Well, I feel like you at least make that money back in shipping.
Easily.
I would guess.
Like as soon as something comes up on Pulse, I pre-order it. And if I buy it somewhere else, I just cancel it. It's not a big deal. But I've gotten so many things from Pulse this year. Like it's more than paid for itself. So I don't know. But yeah.
Also, Pulse, we would like our money for throwing
100%. Give us that shill. Anyways. But the other problem is, you're just getting the Rancor for that money. They're like the tiers are, I would say some of them are pretty lackluster.
Okay.
So let me, you know what? While we're doing this, let's share this.
Let's show people.
Why not? Let's share a screen. Why not?
So you can see what we're saying in real time.
This is how professionals do it, right? I'm not even looking at chat at this point. So this is what we're at right here. We're at 53. Let me refresh it one more time. Why not? 53:30.
It went down.
It happens. I know, right?
Are we costing them sales at this point?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's go. There we go. Okay. So at 11,000 backers, which, at this point, I don't think we're going to make any of this stuff. Yeah. I know. But this is part of the problem which led to the issue, which is what I'm explaining to you. It's actually a very natural way to exposition all this.
Yeah.
Is explain to somebody who doesn't know.
I am a plot device.
That's right. You're a human plot device. The first one was the Gamorrean Guard, and it comes on this special Power of the Force retro packaging.
First of all, I don't like the card thing because then I can't take it out and play with it on my thing unless it's like a slipcover plastic thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ideally, like I've already got 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
Because this has been out in the line before.
Okay.
The special part here isn't the figure; it is the packaging.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My plan, if this passed, I was just gonna sell this bad boy. Like I don't need another one. This thing with this packaging, the coin alone is gonna go for a ton of money.
In theory.
Well, like the HasLab previous ones, like the Yak Face, still sells for over $200 on eBay now. The coin by itself, just a week ago or so, sold for like $140, just the coin. So there's a lot of resale value here. So I was going to use this to either make it cheaper Rancor or even free Rancor personally. Because I mean, I get it. It makes sense for a Gamorrean Guard to come with the Rancor, but they are incentivizing you not to open it with special packaging like this. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Unless you're a person who has pride of like this, like
box which there are people.
I know, but
like there's a lot of collectors that don't open shit.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely like a divisive topic.
100%. But yeah, so that was the first tier, and it is a little lackluster. The second one, I actually didn't like it first, but it grew on me, and I'm super disappointed we're not getting it because these bones are pretty. I think they're rad. I really do.
Like those old toys you get in like the 80s where you get like the fake tar pit slime.
Yeah.
You cover over it and you dig through it, and then your mom would get mad at you.
Because you got tar all over the carpet.
Yeah.
All over the carpet.
That shit does not come out.
It doesn't come out. Yeah.
The bones are pretty sweet.
The bones are cool. It's also like this is the femur bone that Luke uses against it.
I was gonna ask earlier when we got sidetracked. Does he come with the femur bone that you can jam in his mouth?
Only if you get to 13,500 backers.
Come on, people.
I know. It's super big bummer here because I don't think we're gonna get it. The third one they announced, and this is weird.
You get
Salacious Crumb
for some reason.
For some reason, I don't get it. I think it's a bad choice.
This
is the first 2 tiers. I'm like, okay, not what I would pick. The second one I actually do like. I think that should have been the first tier.
Yeah.
Personally, I think they should switch it so the bones are the first tier and the
why
Gamorrean.
Aren't you getting the dancer?
Well, and that's another thing is a lot of people really want Ula.
Yeah.
And there's even like a thing going on, no Ula, no Mula.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that aren't backing it.
That's a good hashtag.
It's catchy and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because it's catchy.
I was gonna say it's an
and I get it. I don't know because it does seem like there's a lot of stuff going around like Disney won't let Hasbro do Ula because of what she's wearing and the fact that she's a slave. And
I honestly thought that was part of the reason they weren't going to do the Beastmaster guy. Well, it's because it's like he's like the guy who raises the dog fighting pit bull.
Maybe.
Also, there's titties involved.
There's titties involved. He's got titties. He's got titties. Yeah. Involved. But anyway, the Salacious Crumb.
That makes no sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. And the last one, this Luke Skywalker is all new. 19,000. It's got the same packaging as this, but it's not a remold or anything. It's a completely new.
All I'm gonna say is my eyesight is not super great from far away.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I read backers as suckers needed.
19,000 suckers needed. There are a lot of people that agree with you there. Yeah, absolutely. But it's, at the same time, like he's gonna come out in the regular line, and
so he's not like the Gamorrean guy where he already exists.
No, he doesn't exist yet. He's a new figure that now that they made for this, but they've sort of announced it with this.
But
and
this one comes on the thing with the coin. With the
correct, and then the other one obviously
will not do that. Thing.
Correct.
Got it.
So. And my plan again was to sell this because I'm gonna get the regular one, and I don't give a shit about the coin or the card. I just want the figure.
Yeah.
So yeah, the tiers kind of suck, but I don't think they're valueless. There are people that will buy them.
Yeah.
And that's how I view it. Is I'm just gonna sell them and recoup some money and make the Rancor cheaper.
You should sell those and buy another set of bones. More bones.
More bones. I'm gonna have a boner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also buying a second Rancor just to sell it to pay for my first Rancor. So that's how I'm viewing all of this, you know. So like I get it. Oh, sorry. The bones also come with a gigantic diorama, like cardboard diorama backing.
Okay.
So it's not just the bones; it's the bones and
play set,
and a kind of a play set, like a cardboard play set.
I want some kind of ooze.
Yeah. Well, he's got slime already. He's got drool.
Like I want to pour it on stuff.
Okay. I know like He-Man slime pit style. Or like turtles.
Yeah, if we're getting weird with it, then
yeah. My mom would never let me do anything with slime or ooze. Like anytime there was a thing, I think I got one for my birthday. I think I got the turtle slime, like
where there was like a little half-formed turtle inside.
Yeah. And my mom wouldn't. She I think she did let me, but I could only play with it outside.
Okay. And
that was it. And then I think it got dirty and stuff, and then I just kind of threw it away.
The slime only lasted like 3 rounds max.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So let's that was a fun dive.
Yeah, we went
way out of the way. Not drunk, not high, just die. I like that, Paul. Thank you. Also high.
But also, like, I like that we weren't going to talk about the Rancor. You know,
and then I did.
I took you on a journey.
You know what's funny about that is, like, that's just my personality. Is I love explaining things to people.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, at my last job, that was my job. I was a trainer explainer. That's my current job. I'm a trainer, explainer, teacher person.
Hashtag my explaining.
That's why I like having a YouTube channel. I like explaining things to people. I like presenting stuff. Yeah, it's something I genuinely love doing. So if you give me an opportunity, I'm going to explain the shit out of you. Yeah.
I think wish you would. I've been waiting to find out what this is for a long time.
Well, let's talk about your growing body.
All right. So I've had these pubes for a few years. What's that about?
I don't know. That's not normal. You're weird. You're the weird one. Anyway, Justin B's here. I hope I haven't missed anyone with our long chat here.
Yeah. There was I saw a lot of movement going on over there. But
Michael Cherry's here. What's up? Sad to see the Rancors make it. Hasbro missed. I think it's okay to be critical of Hasbro in this. I definitely think the failings here are partially Hasbro's not necessarily tier choices, but somewhat tier choices, but also the way just that they presented everything. Mm-hmm. I think they not only messed up with the presentation, but they messed up not finding better avenues for presenting stuff. Mm-hmm. For instance, for the Ghostbusters backpack. Let me get rid of this here. For the Ghostbusters backpack, they sent one to Adam Savage, and he did a whole video on it, like on his YouTube channel. That's awesome. If they had sent the Rancor to some random YouTuber reviewer or whatever, or invited them in to like take a look at it, I think that would have gone a long way.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, like Star Wars now, like they think that the name just
it's gonna name
at
it.
This
Yeah,
point. Like that alone is enough to drive. But I feel like that honestly, Hasbro is always, even though they take certain steps forward, they'll always at the last second pull off to be a shitty just for money toy company at certain ends.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like,
Hasbro's definitely not blameless on this. It's 100%.
Because even with like the new He-Man cartoon, that animation quality, the voice actors they got, insane, and that's just for fucking He-Man. Imagine if they diverted their franchise money like that to Toys R Us or to Transformers and all other stuff. Like that would be a big hit for the fans, but it's going to cost them more money than they want to shell out. Like if they can pull back a little bit, they will.
Here we got Ghostbusters UK Leicester division. I think I said that right. I honeymooned in the UK, so I know that's the square.
He's practically an Anglophile.
I'm basically English.
Yeah, he's British now. Excuse me, Prime Minister.
Excuse me, Pip Pip, Governor.
Prime Minister Kate.
That's me. But yeah, the Ghostbusters pack is doing really well. And at first, I was very shocked by it because on paper, I didn't think it should or would, because it's $400. It's just the backpack. It's not the wand. It's not the harness.
Oh, really?
It's literally just the backpack. But it's 100% one-to-one, screen accurate, all that stuff. And I think it was kind of explained to me, which I get. Like Ghostbusters fans pay way, if they want something like this, they're paying way more on Etsy.
Ghostbusters is a fandom that, like, I know what it is, but I don't get it all the way. Like, I respect it. I love Ghostbusters to an extent. It was never my fandom. It was just part of my overarching nerd life when I was a kid. But it's just definitely something I don't personally get. But, like, especially because the lore is so fraught with controversy, I guess. Yeah.
I just recently watched the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. It wasn't that bad. I was just, Lily and I were bored, and we're like, let's watch a movie. And we're like, we've never seen this. Like, Ghostbusters just came out. Let's watch it. Like, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I would honestly put it on par with Ghostbusters 2. Like, it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
Well, I guess that's the thing. I like Ghostbusters enough that I can appreciate it.
Sure.
But like when they announced like the 2016, I wasn't at all mad. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's like I was in the same boat.
It's the fandom thing I don't particularly care about, so it's like, okay.
And that being said, they do sell the wand separately. They've already sold it. It's $130 on the website here,
but
so you can
through the HasLab.
But it doesn't come with the HasLab.
So I can buy a wand with nothing.
Correct. And then they started selling that last year.
Yeah, but it feels weird to have
weird to have a wand
attached to nothing.
Yeah. And then the A-frame, it's just compatible with an Alice A-frame. You can get like Amazon or whatever. So
cool.
But I get it, and I'm not anti it at all. It's obviously it's backed. More power to all the Ghostbusters fans. I'm very happy for all the people that they've always wanted this, and now they're getting an officially licensed.
That's why I'm not at all surprised.
I think this is rad. I'm
not at all surprised it's sold out this fast. Just because it's the first time I've seen like something like that. That's not just like a made for replica thing by like
for sure
replica houses. But yeah, cool.
I'm just kind of going through the chat here. I hope it succeeds, Mike. I know it's out. It's way out of my. Oops. This thing needs to stop that. It's way out of my hands. I've backed 2. I just can't afford to back another one. So it is what it is at this point. If it doesn't happen, like I'll be sad, but I'll go on living my life. I guess it's just a toy.
Yeah, and then you got to factor in it's like a shelf space requirement now. And
also, right now it's tying up like $750.
Yeah.
I could have a really good Christmas with that.
No, you won't.
You're right.
You still won't.
Nothing will make me have a good Christmas.
Not after my dad died.
That's right.
What?
What? That doesn't affect me at all. I don't give a shit that your dad died.
Doesn't really affect me that much either.
It's weird. No, it's not.
Am I dead inside?
No. You were never alive in the first place. You can't be dead if you weren't alive.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just had the revelation that I'm not really real in real life.
That's right.
It's just you talking.
Yeah, it's just me talking about your CGI.
Like, people are acknowledging me.
Yeah,
also weird.
That's the weird part. Yeah, that's the real weird part.
It shows that they care about you.
That's right.
Acknowledge your psychosis.
They're enabling my psychosis.
Yeah, we see him too, Mike. He's been there the whole time.
So Michael Cherry thinks that they will extend the deadline. I think that's possible because we both got the Unicron and they extended the deadline for Unicron. Mm-hmm. So, and if they hadn't extended the deadline for Unicron, like we wouldn't have gotten him. So, 100%. I think that's definitely possible. Let's see. Yeah, Matt finds it easy to shop for his nephew. That's way back when we talked about that. Are you kidding me? Who's not gonna pose the Rancor with their arms out? With arms wide open.
I feel like we gotta take a picture of you.
No,
I'm wanting uppies.
Yeah, just uppies. And I'm like going down. Yeah.
All right, boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who's my little grumbly boy? Who's my little drool baby?
Whipping a little carrier. And
oh my god. I definitely will have a little carrier, a little baby Bjorn. Yeah, 100%.
With his arms wrapped around you.
Yeah.
He's got long.
Well, I love the pictures people took of the Sentinel wearing a backpack and little kid clothes and stuff.
So cool.
I'm definitely doing that with the Rancor. Stumblers here. What's up? Welcome to the party. Nope, I explained this a little earlier. It's not a black eye, it's just a sty. It happens sometimes.
That's what I tell him to say.
It's what we
also covered earlier.
Yeah, it's true. That was a whole. We made a domestic abuse thing.
Yeah, Lily's a monster.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think it looks very screen accurate. I think it looks about as screen accurate as a figure with articulation can look. I know people like Darth Wizard don't like that it's got things like joints, but I want it to have those joints. I want to be able to pose it. So I'm okay with that. Fabulous Disaster, welcome to the party.
Hello. That's how I say it to people now.
Hello. DJ Ronan. Yeah, so that's a good point, DJ. The two of the tiers on this, because we both backed the Star Saber as well. Two of those tiers were kind of dumb.
Yeah, were.
They were
was things that should have come with it anyway.
In the first place.
Because what are you gonna do? Get a Star Saber that does not have things that are supposed to come with his enhanced mode?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like he needs the gun. The gun's part of Star Saber.
The shield. It's like a part of the actual toy. It wasn't
right.
I mean, the little mini-con, sure, blast effects.
I honestly don't care about the blast effects or the mini-con.
Really care.
The stand, I kind of liked.
But it honestly feels like if you were to get a HasLab Megatron, but the cannon is a fucking tier.
Yeah. If they made the cannon a tier, that's stupid.
The thing that he's supposed to have all the time.
I completely agree with that. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The bone skull tier is the coolest. No bones about it. Profit 924.
He's doing it. Show's over, everybody. Are we still doing this? We're still going.
Yeah, we do it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Darkroom Diary says, I believe them bones are me. Some say we're born to gravel feel alone. Gonna end up big old pile of bones. Okay. Yep, that's true. That's good.
Damn, why didn't I make an Alice in Chains reference?
I don't know. I liked it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I just can't sing it. So
I know. I'm so mad at it.
Yeah, my voice is a little going from all the talking.
You were screaming earlier. Was it the Cookie Monster?
It was the Cookie Monster.
You pushed it too hard.
It was the Cookie Monster thing. No, my voice is. I recorded a long video, and it's been recovering since then. This for work, not anything cool. Really boring shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Going down here. Devinder Palpatine 1975. Hello, welcome. I think if Hasbro does make the 9,000, they should go ahead and give all the tiers as a sign of goodwill.
Damn it.
I don't think they will, but
it's Christmas.
But I wouldn't complain. I
might. I just like fussing and fighting.
I kind of get what you're saying here. But the problem is I don't think the HasLab is a way for them to skirt that issue. If that's really an issue, if the slave thing really is an issue, I don't think a HasLab is enough to skirt around those problems that Disney or Lucasfilm have with it. So I get it, but I just don't think that's true. That's presuming that sitting on the store shelves is the problem and not the advertising, not going on Facebook and seeing, Slave Leia or Slave Ula or whatever pushed in front of you or whatever it is they don't like. It's not the sitting on store shelves. It's the problem. It's the existing and advertising. That's the problem.
Well, there's always kind of weird if you think about it, like how they never skirted this issue with advertising before. Like they used the word slave Leia and the slave Ula, but they never said like dancer Ula or like.
Well, so they've
I mean historically that this wasn't an issue that they addressed a long time ago.
Well, the original Power of the Force 2 slave Leia said Princess Leia as Jabba's prisoner. Okay. That was the official name. I'm
surprised they just didn't go with that.
In the Black Series, it was Princess Leia Organa, and it was parentheses slave outfit. But now they're calling her Hutt Slayer Leia, which I kind of like. No. I think that's a good.
That's cool.
Like alternative name or whatever.
Well, that implies that she goes around slaying more than just that Hutt.
You know what though? I kind of wish she would. Like, she's like a personal. Oh no, it's Hutt Slayer Leia. She like drops out of the shadows with like 2 lightsabers. Yeah.
No, she has to use the chain every
time. The chain every time.
Yeah,
it's like she like garrots them or whatever. Yeah. Wearing that outfit.
So our new fan fiction.
That's it. This is our new fan fiction. The Chronicles of Hutt Slayer Leia.
I can't wait to be sued by Lucas, by Disney.
No, Lucas is going to see you personally.
Yeah.
He's going to type you an email, but on a typewriter, and then scan it in. But digitally alter it.
But also with the wrong angle. Yeah. So I'm going to get it sideways.
And then digitally alter it.
Yeah. And then
it's going to have a beat coming out of it.
And then we'll get sued by Disney.
That's right.
Yeah.
How can you be a Star Wars fan and not want the Power of the Force cards? Well, first of all, I think that's a little gatekeeping. You could be a Star Wars fan and not like the toys at all because you're not into toys, but you can still like Star Wars. Those two things they're not the same thing.
Yeah, when I brought it up, I was just saying if I'm going to get a toy for a display, like a giant monster toy, I'm going to get little figures to go around it. I would like to open them and put it, but I'm not an inbox collector. I know there are people are, and that's their thing. But I'm saying it's a weird tier to put on there because it kind of forces you.
It forces you. It encourages you not to open it.
Yeah, it forces you into a certain aesthetic for a thing. Like if there was an option to get it carded or uncarded, that'd be a little bit different.
I agree.
But
I the Power of the Force cards. I'm 39. I was born in 82. By the time I knew what toys were, those Power of the Force cards were gone. Like they weren't like a thing.
Yeah.
So for me, that holds no sentimental value at all.
Yeah.
Like I played with Star Wars toys as a kid, the vintage ones, but I never saw a card for them. I was always going to my friend's house or my cousin's house.
Yeah, I think
and we played Star Wars.
Yeah,
you know,
all my 80s figures I got at like swap meets. Because I was born in 84.
Yeah.
So by the time I would have been old enough to have those, I was into the 90s, and you couldn't find that shit except for
swap meets and garage sales and things like that.
Yeah,
because eBay wasn't even a thing then.
Yeah, like mid 90s, Power of the Force came out.
Yeah,
and that was a different thing.
Oh, so and that's what I was going to say. The newer ones they're doing, the 90s Power of the Force style cards. That is our era. That is nostalgic for me. If they did the Malakili and it came on a Power of the Force 2 card, I would be hard pressed to open it up because I love, like, that was my era for collecting Star Wars toys.
Yeah, having that cool Darth Vader head shape.
Yeah, exactly, with the green bar, maybe that foil picture of the Malakili or whatever.
The Shadows of the Empire, you had the purple.
The purple, yeah. I remember my grandfather took me to the mall. And he dropped me and my brother off at the arcade, and he gave us $10 each to spend at the arcade. And he left us there under the premise like we weren't supposed to leave, and he was going to go to a different store, buy something, and come back. And as soon as he left, I ran out. There was a Woolworths right down.
I loved Woolworths.
There was a Woolworths right, like maybe 5 or 6 stores down. I ran down, went into the toy section. They had the Shadows of the Empire. Not slave Leia. Princess Leia as Bausch or whatever.
As I grew up in this area, the is it the Carlsbad Mall?
No, this is in South Carolina.
So there was an arcade, and 2-3 doors down
was a Woolworths in that mall. Like, yeah. But no, I went to the Woolworths there. I bought the Bausch. I ran back to the arcade. I had because it was like $6 or $7 after tax, so I had a couple dollars left over. So I put $1. I was playing a game, and I had my bag with the card in it.
Did you take Aaron's cash?
No, I didn't. But so I was playing like the Die Hard game or the X-Men game or something like that. And he came to pick us up. He took us back home, and I'm playing with this toy. And my dad goes like, "Where'd you get that toy?" I'm like, "Oh, I bought it from the mall." And he goes, "Did you leave the arcade?" I was like, No.
There was a vendor. He came in.
Some guy was like, "Hey kid, you want to buy this?" So I'm like, the way I saw it, I was like, what? How old was it? Like 96. So I'd have been 12 at the time.
Yeah.
I think. Like I'm 12. I'm 12 years old. I'm a teenager almost. You know,
yeah.
You gave me $10. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. But yeah, so I guess that's my answer is that's how I could be a Star Wars fan and not want the Power of the Force cards because they don't hold any meaning to me.
Yeah.
And I can still be a Star Wars fan.
The Power of the Force 2.
Oh, that's different. That's different. Yeah. Devender, keep up the good work, buddy. Let's keep the Rancor alive. It's now at 69%. 69%. Nice. Yeah, so I'm not giving up hope. I still think it will back. I don't think they've put any foreign stuff like foreign orders because they don't go in through the site. There are smaller shops that take orders and they put them in at the end.
Yeah.
That's why the Victory Saber, it went from 20,000 and then at the end it shot up to 27,000.
Yeah.
Because of some of those orders coming in at the very end.
I think if the UK orders haven't been tabulated yet, you'll see those numbers flood.
I think so too. I still don't think we'll hit a lot of the tiers or any tiers, but I do think it'll fund. But the nice thing about that is, again, I'm buying one to sell. The fewer people that buy it means that mine will be worth more because it will still have been made. And since there are a few that exist, because that's the thing about these HasLabs. It's not scalping when you buy one to sell.
I'm going to call you a scalper.
It's not scalping though, because scalping is buying one that takes away from something.
I'm rationalizing my behavior.
It's not what it's rationalizing.
I just like
you're literally creating something that didn't exist before by buying it.
And I just like messing with you.
Yeah. No.
I think if I bought a Rancor solely to sell and make money off it, that's a little shitty.
No, it's not.
Because I'm not a collector.
But that isn't why. Because hold on. If no, I disagree.
No, through the heart of the cards.
No, I disagree. I disagree. Go to the Shadow Zone.
Yeah.
No, I disagree because right now you're helping fund it.
Okay.
People like you that are buying one to sell one are literally helping this get made.
Oh man, I'm torn between my wanting to make money and crushing Star Wars nerds' dreams.
Yeah.
I'm torn.
So buying one to help get made. Paying that money, you're creating something that didn't exist before. You're not taking one away. It's not like they made 9,000 and people are buying them from that group. They're making as many as people sell.
I do genuinely feel bad. Like, so that there's the whole topic of like, buying one to resell later and paying aftermarket prices or whatever. And like, oh, you should have jumped on it when you had the chance. I feel bad for collectors that weren't old enough yet and are now a little older, now making money. And they want to get that but obviously they weren't.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's not any different from when we're older and I kind of want to go back and buy an original Optimus Prime and I have to pay bank for it because
I guess I feel bad about it in the subject of like the HasLab stuff kind of changed it, like the people complaining about it and doing all the other shit. Before it's just like a toy out of stock or discontinued if you found it.
True. Yeah, so Logan says Lucasfilm approves the figures, each and every one. Hasbro has little say. Yeah. So it's not Hasbro that makes these choices, it's Lucasfilm apparently. Yeah. So
I think Hasbro just has to deal with like the costs and stuff. I think I think Lucasfilm would approve of the figures, what they're doing, whatever, but Hasbro is going to approve of like how much money it takes to make it, what tiers they're going to sell it, and do the other garbage.
Play Weird Talk Red. Explain it to me, Daddy.
We gotta get you. We gotta get you in like a daddy bear leather outfit with like a chain and the hat.
Let me explain you something.
Yeah. Daddy Splains.
Daddy Splains.
Your new podcast. You're gonna get a lot more. You're gonna get a lot more.
We're going to wait. I went through a phase like that where I would get
a daddy bear phase.
Well, no, but I went through a phase where I would get comments from people about the way I looked from like dudes. And I'm like flattered. Like, this is really nice. Like,
compliment is a compliment.
Exactly. Like, it made me feel really good.
Yeah. People get so mad about it. It's like,
why? Someone finds you attractive? Why is that bad?
You don't have to automatically sleep with everyone that finds
you
attractive. Like, well, I signed this covenant. I have sex with
everyone. If you find me attractive, we got a bone.
That's the rules. Them's the rules.
There can be only bone. Here we bone. Bone to be kings. Oh, the high boner.
The high boners.
I'm kind of sad that's not a thing now.
I know. Well, we don't know. I haven't really done a lot of Highlander porn parody research.
Bone Mortals. the quickening.
Yeah. Well, then you go to the television show and have the Watchers who just
watch. I'm a watcher.
Our organization, we watch immortals have sex with other immortals. We observe and record, but we never interfere.
It's just a bunch of overweight guys in their 40s, like in sweatpants, with binoculars, sitting in vans, with Birkenstocks and socks.
I bet he's from the 14th century. Look at. I've seen a 1200s cock. If I've seen it.
And again, not drunk, not high. Well, no. you had a little bit. You had a drink
just to wake up.
Linda says she finds the Ula thing a bit weird. There's a Twilight slave in Book of Boba Fett. Spoiler. Yeah. I don't know if it's the slave thing or if it's her dress thing. And again, I don't even know if that's real. This is literally just conjecture and things people have said. And it's only backed up by the fact that they haven't really done anything with those characters recently. Mm-hmm. So it's the lack of information plus conjecture and no information that contradicts it that people just kind of go with the stuff.
Yeah. I definitely could see it would be like a miscommunication thing.
Yeah.
With it.
100%. I'm ready to thank the international backers. They have yet to be added in the count. Yeah, me too. Leicester Division. That was the UK. I got told. I was way wrong.
Did you even go to the UK?
No, it was all fake. I'm just trying to sound cool.
Yeah, that explains all the green screens you had in the room that week.
Yeah, so Stumbler agrees. They made a mistake of putting 3. Yeah. It's stretching things too thin.
Like they should have a marketing strategy.
I agree.
A spring, a summer, and a fall.
Well, I think the reason they did it now with the Rancor is they really want the Rancor to be out by 2023, and it takes a year to make this stuff. You know, well, like we know that, but by the time we bought the Unicron and by the time we actually got it,
well, and I think they kind of blew their load with that PulseCon.
Agreed.
They were trying to be like, here's all the stuff at once.
That's part of it. But I really do think the target release of 2023 was big because that's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. And they've done a big thing with the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back in 2020, and they did a big thing with the 40th anniversary of A New Hope in 2017.
It makes sense. I mean, I get it, but I'm saying it would have been a little bit easier if they staggered, like do the Sky Striker in around Comic-Con, like around summer.
I'm surprised they did the Sky Striker at the same time.
Yeah.
No one knew that was coming. It was a surprise,
especially after just wrapping the Saber.
There doesn't really seem to be a reason to do it right now.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters thing I get because the movie just came out and like it's running concurrently with the movie, you know, so that makes sense. But there's literally nothing G.I. Joe going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, like why don't you push that out till next year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is weird.
It is weird.
Like they could have announced it on like January 1st and been like, "Here's our new thing." Yeah.
Oh, apparently, Devinder. We're like 20 minutes behind on the comments. So if you guys are commenting, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Or we won't.
I don't know. I don't run my life.
If we're gonna keep writing our Bonelander.
That's true. Fiction. We have to go back as soon as we're done here. We're writing that fan fiction and in all fairness, shooting the movie.
We might zone out and just start writing and filming while this is on. So if you catch some weird sex stuff, bully for you.
Yeah. Logan Scott wants to know wonders how much the leak factored into the initial outrage because people really built up the expectations. I think that actually did contribute to it.
Was there a leak of the Rancor?
Yes, there was. Okay. So what happened was they announced that there was going to be a Black Series HasLab. So like they do that to start saving up for it. You know, like be prepared for this. And that's what I did. As soon as they said that, I started saving up.
My Star Wars account had money put into it.
I mean, it literally has $1,000 in it right now. Yeah. I might bag a third just because I can.
Yeah.
But I started saving money into it as soon as they offered it. But like a month after that, Patrick from the Black Series team or the Star Wars marketing team leaked that it was a Rancor. And they went from there until officially showing it in October. So there's a good 3 or 4 months, and where we knew it was a Rancor, but they hadn't told anything about it yet. So I do think a lot of that time was ramped up with building up expectations and all the things you'd like to see and all that stuff. So
that makes sense.
I honestly do think that hurt it.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a leak. It is kind of a bummer.
Yeah. I could buy a hot toy anyway, but a hot toy isn't as big or cool as a Rancor, and it's also not the same scale. I mean, I don't know why this is so hard to understand. I have a extensive Black Series collection. I have a complete Black Series collection. Complete.
How long does the hot toy take to cool down once it gets hot?
Oh, like a good month or so, yeah. Okay. And I want a Rancor for it. Like, I just like why that's not hard to understand. I don't
Honestly,
get that. Yeah.
A Rancor would be on my list too, because I like all the monsters.
Monsters are cool.
Like a dewback would have been necessary if I was.
I do have a dewback,
but it would have been necessary.
Sure.
Like the Wampa would have been necessary. Like there's been a lot of monsters that,
for sure,
in the original trilogy that I would.
But also, I do think the Rancor is impractical to do on a retail level to get as good as you want
for that scale. It's the same thing as like with like the Unicron. There's no way it's going to sit on shelves. People they're going to lose so much money with it being devalued.
Well, they lost money on the TIE Fighter.
Well,
and the TIE Fighter kind of sucks as a.
Well, it's a numbers game.
It is.
Like we talked about it earlier, like the 350 versus the 300.
Correct.
Like we keep seeing, we bitched about it, the vintage Beast Wars Megatron on
yes,
shelves.
We did.
Why it's the same price as the new modern Megatron Beast Wars makes no sense.
And the modern Megatron's way better.
Yeah, so like this one should be
30.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You said if it was $30, I would buy
it. And it's not even like it's a new figure. It's a 30-year-old or 20-year-old figure.
If it was 30, I'd buy it. But it's 50, so you don't buy it.
I'm not buying it.
Like I just bought the Spawn Violator toy.
Yeah.
From Dorkside Toys, because $50 I wouldn't pay for it.
But it was on sale for 30. Yeah.
I'll buy it for 30. Yeah. And that's how I think it is with stuff like especially the bigger ticket items. You're like, I wouldn't pay $150 for that on shelves. But if I see it, what are Ollies or whatever for like $75.
Well, and that's the problem is people have that view with all the Black Series vehicles. As soon as they announce a vehicle, a lot of people say, I'll wait for it to go on clearance. I'll buy it on clearance. And that hurts the line because people aren't paying for it. Hasbro's not getting that return that they expect to get from that.
It de-incentivizes them to do it.
Correct.
Or do another thing like it. In the
absolutely.
future.
Absolutely. 100%.
That's why I was surprised that even with the Transformers, that Scorponok actually went to Target shelves.
Yeah.
And did the Arc? Was the Arc technically gone?
The Arc's at toy shelves, but those are even then, like those are smaller footprints than something like the Rancor would be, or something like the Sentinel, things like that.
I'm surprised they even take the chance with that being $150+ price tag in a store like that. Yeah. So you expect the Rancor to sit there for $150 to $200.
If they made the Rancor for retail, they'd have to make a lot more. It wouldn't have as many paint apps, so it wouldn't look as good.
Articulation would probably cut down.
They'd probably cut out some articulation.
It might be a little smaller too.
It might even be a little bit smaller. Absolutely. It wouldn't be the product that they're showing us right now. It would be a lot worse. It would be more hollow. It would be just the quality wouldn't be there.
I mean, because say what everyone we covered it before, but say what everyone will about the Unicron being not that much bigger than the other ones. There is a physical heft difference.
Absolutely. It is
like lifting like a Fort Max or a Metroplex and then lifting that Unicron.
100%.
Like there is a lot more quality movement,
100%
plastic, everything. So like I still don't know if it was entirely worth the price, but it definitely was a thing that if they had done that in stores, plastic quality would have been shit. Yeah, everything else would have been just a way lower quality.
Completely agree.
So if you want a Rancor that's top quality for a Black Series shelf, then unfortunately this is the way you're gonna have to do it.
Yep.
And honestly, the fault falls on the collectors. It's the same thing as like as much as people want to bitch about the music industry, like major labels ruin everything. No, it's people that don't buy shit that ruin everything.
Yes, that's
the reason
part of it.
why bands don't tour as much, make as much shit, do whatever. It's because people steal money. Or steal music off the internet, or they use streaming services that don't actually pay artists at all.
Right.
So it's that whole thing of like, fans have a sense of responsibility for the thing that they're fans of. Like, I know not everyone has money or access to money for certain things. Like, I get it, but like as much as major labels suck and big toy manufacturers kind of shit the bed sometimes,
absolutely,
it does kind of fall to the collector to be like, I'm either going to pay money for this or I'm not going to pay money for this. But stealing it, waiting for it to go on sale, and doing all this other stuff accidentally hurts the brand. Unfortunately, somewhere down the line,
it does.
No, the basic rules of how economics work.
Yeah,
so, like, I guess support your favorites.
Yeah. Well, look at the Black Series Hyper Real line. That tanked. Yeah. No one bought them. I didn't even buy them at full price, and I actually like them. I just think $80 is too much personally. Like, for me, I just don't think they're worth $80. But I got both of them for like 50 each, and I think that was worth it.
Who was the Hyper Real line?
Oh, it's those the Vader and the Luke over there. Yeah. They're like they're like real doll, fleshy kind of stuff. Gotcha. Not that I know what a real doll is.
Yeah. Like that weird material.
Yes.
Like the skin.
I mean, you can go bring it over if you want.
Get ready. Yeah. Wait, you said real doll. Are we not having sex with
it? Anyway, the Luke Skywalker, you can have sex with it. My dream. Yeah. Anyways. Darth Muzza, welcome.
He's a Darth Muzza.
Really, you explained about Glass. I did explain about Glass Wingspan. He's big.
Yeah.
There we go. With stars wide open. That's a good one. I like that.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah. I'm really that is really good. I like that. Yeah.
You're doing it.
Do you think we'll get a Malakili if they have to extend the campaign in order to? Yes. Yeah. They won't take something away. Once they've announced something, they won't take it away. That wouldn't do well. I also think that we'll probably get a Malakili in the regular line now, separate from the Rancor as well.
Mm-hmm. And he will sit there and burden toy shelves.
100%.
Yeah.
Laser Pants right here. I heard that only people that shill for Hasbro get a sty in their eye. Oh, that's Joe. He's got me. Ryan's got me. Oh no.
Where's my sty?
Oh no. Where's your sty? Where's your sty? Oh, he got. Ryan, I love you. Even though I kind of hate you, I love you. Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
It was nice, like little kid.
So,
kiss on the robot piece.
Mike, I had to get a Captain Rex hot toy after seeing yours. Plus, I needed to go in the Ahsoka hot toys. So thanks for that. You're more than welcome, Justin B. More than welcome for that. I cannot wait to get my my hot toys Ahsoka and have her next to my Captain Rex. I don't even feel bad about that. So
proud of you.
Yeah,
being brave.
Yeah, being brave. I'm so brave.
You're so brave.
I'm the bravest. Let's see what we got here. Sam Ramos is probably more about the clothing than the title. Yeah, probably. I will say, don't they do bikini Barbies? Number one, that's Mattel. Mattel has different rules.
Yeah, I mean,
like different stuff. She also doesn't have nipples.
Yeah.
So
also, they've been slogging out half naked He-Man.
100%.
So
yeah.
They obviously live in a different world.
The original Return of the Jedi. I don't know if people know this, but if you track down the original Return of the Jedi cut, Ula has a nip slip when she falls down. And I used to stop and pause that right at the right moment just to watch it.
Everything is explained.
That's it. That's it.
I hate how much I have Arms Wide Open stuck in my head now.
With arms wide open, Marvel and DC 379. Victory Saber will turn out pretty good, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what he's like the whole thing.
I kind of messed up. I just messed up.
You answered the question.
I did.
I think it'll be serviceable.
I think it'll.
I just wonder if they'll HasLab us for a Death Saurus, or if they'll actually.
I somehow went way too far down without seeing this. Marvel and DC says hi.
Did we already answer his question too?
Yeah. I missed all these because I shot too far down. Look at that. We're the sandwich. We're the Transformers Talks Raw sandwich.
Yeah. He would like to be in our
That's right.
Sandwich. Like, yeah. We can have a consecutive year sandwich.
Oh yeah. 82, 83, 84. That's a flush, baby. We're playing rummy here. What's going on, fellas? Just stopped by to say hello, good vibes. I know I could have sworn I saw Zach walking around.
I was at Designer Con.
So you did see Zach at Designer Con.
I was there
you should have said hi.
I was wearing a mask most of the time. A lot of those nerds look sweaty.
That's true. That's true.
I still was mostly. It's not even like. It's mostly. I haven't had a cold in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like at all. And I'm like, I just don't want to get a cold.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's been nice. It's been nice not being even remotely
sick
for 2 years.
No, it's real nice.
Yeah,
for sure. Caden Doom. That's weird because it's Caden Jarrus and Caleb Doom, and you kind of mixed them, and I like it. I'm just saying, I like it. It's good.
Unless it's Kanan. Dumb.
Oh, I didn't think about pronouncing it stupidly.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm here to remind you how things could be pronounced if you're an idiot.
They just dropped footage from Spider-Verse 2. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to Into the Spider-Verse 2.
I am too.
Because Into the Spider-Verse,
it was great.
It's probably the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
And
I like. That's my favorite thing about like the way Marvel is now with movies and stuff.
Yeah.
That they will just take chances on not like Hollywooding a movie to make it make sense for major audience. They're just like, hey, fuck it, here's the story.
Yeah,
fucking go
for
nuts.
sure.
Either like it or don't like it.
Kanan is getting Tobias Beckett and Mace Windu for their birthday on December 8th. Well, first of all, happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Hope it's a good one. Kind of weird that you know what you're getting already, but you know what? More power to you.
I actually kind of like that. I grew up. My mom had to work all the time, like single mom stuff, and so she would just ask me what I wanted ahead of time, and then get me exactly what I wanted. It was pretty great because there was no like, oh, this thing I don't want. It was and that's how I've always kind of viewed gifts from people later in life, and they get you some shit you don't want. You're like, oh, this isn't. You could just ask me. I would have told you exactly what I wanted.
For sure. I don't think my parents ever gave me a present that I didn't know I was getting beforehand for like Christmas, or maybe even my birthday. I was a snoopy little snoop. I would snoop all around. It was always in their closet. It was always under clothes or something like that.
Was you watching with those binoculars?
Oh heck, it was me.
You were the guy.
It was me. I was in the sweatpants.
I didn't know you were that. I saw the sweatpants. I'm like, this guy deserves a show.
Well, I'm an immortal watcher.
You know about me.
Here I am watching
you at 6.
Oh, that's going in the Wikipedia for sure. Yeah. Let's see. The thing I don't understand is the folks that seem to be rooting for it to fail. I agree. That's really what kind of gets me. I don't care if you look at the project for the Rancor and you go, you know what? That's not for me. It's not what I want. It's too expensive. Like you do you. I don't have anything against you. I get it. But actively rooting for it not to pass, I think it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty. That's all it is. It just is. It's shitty.
Well, you got a question. Is it just like born out of like someone's like their inability to get it, so they're mad about it, and then so I don't
know. I really don't know if it's that, but
kind of shitty.
Like,
just like if they don't like it, then no one else can like it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't like this, so you also shouldn't like this.
Yeah,
because everyone should have my opinion.
And I get it because my musical taste is nearly perfect.
That's true. And if
people listen to absolute garbage.
Speaking of which, what do you think of the new Failure album?
To it yet. Because I just downloaded it yesterday, but I want to listen to it on my stereo.
No, we're gonna get high and listen to it tonight.
Okay, it's fine, but I want to listen to it on my stereo. But I'll be high, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to listen to it like on the car
I get it.
ride. Like,
I get it. You want to experience it. You want to be able to think about it and feel it.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the HomePod downstairs and we'll vibe out to it.
I ordered the vinyl, but I got the digital download with it, but I'm just like, I just got busy the last couple days and just didn't have time to appreciate it. I wanted to appreciate it.
The Rancor suspense is wild. That's true, Logan. By the way, Logan, I like you. I'm just saying. You're cool. You're cool people.
Yeah.
People get up and being negative on the internet. That is a true fact. Matt says he sees my point about helping fund a heads up. 20 minutes. just that. I flub one line.
You'd be surprised. When you do Boston shots, there is like 20-minute reels just going.
It helps get all the nonsense out. Yeah.
You should get cutting room for
just. But sounds like a Murloc from World of Warcraft. Anyway, so in any other circumstance, if you're talking about a real world retail thing, if you're buying something just to resell it that's shitty. That's scalping. I'm not ever for that.
That was my point.
Yes.
Like, if I bought it just to resell it without ever really caring about buying
but that's only in a retail standpoint because that while the I guess the basics are the same, the way it works is completely different.
Yeah,
because
it's a made to order thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So if Hasbro was like, here, we've made 9,000 of these, and the people that order them, and that's it. And that means that if you buy one for you and one extra to sell, you've taken one from somebody that wanted to get it, and you're forcing someone to, if they want it, spend more money because you happen to get to it first. That is shitty. Yeah. But for something that's made to order like this, if you buy an extra, instead of taking something away from somebody, you're actually creating one that wouldn't have existed before.
Yeah.
If anything, buying extra, there's a point where buying extra devalues it because you're putting more out into the you're putting more supply out into the demand or whatever.
I just like watching you explain it.
I am explaining. I'm explaining it well.
Yeah.
God,
you love explaining.
I love explaining things. The problem for me, Sword in the Storm, is the 3.75 scale Rancor doesn't scale with the 6-inch line at all. Yeah. And you can't convince me otherwise. It's way too small. It's way too short. I wouldn't go right now on the store shelves and buy a 3.75-inch Darth Maul from Clone Wars because I want a Darth Maul from Clone Wars on my 6-inch Black Series line. That wouldn't work. You couldn't look at it and be like, oh yeah, that fits in.
Well, maybe all the times you saw Darth Maul in the movies,
he was really far away. So I had to do forced perspective.
You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Or if you put Darth Maul close and put Ahsoka real far away and they look about the same.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
He's always been a Jawa.
Yeah, so that's not something that's not something I'm willing to do. I want something to be in scale. You expect the Rancor to be an easy sale on the secondary market? Yes, 100%. I do, Jeff Miller. And that's because,
especially if it comes and it doesn't start until 83.
Yeah.
On 83, that's when the nostalgia is going to kick in for real, and that's when.
I absolutely do. I mean, just look at the Sentinel and Galactus. The Galactus didn't even fund until like 3 or 4 days before it ended, and then it went from funding to like blowing past all of its goals. But that's still going for a lot on the secondary market when anyone could have bought one in the funding period. Yeah. If like, why didn't they just buy it then? Why didn't they just buy it at its cheapest point? There's always gonna be people that are buying things afterwards. There's that FOMO. If this Rancor gets funded and it exists, and there are people out there that thought it would fail, and suddenly it's a thing that exists, it's now a hole in their collection.
Well, you also got to realize some people might have financial limitations.
Well, and there's that. It's
that they won't have a year.
100%. I agree with that, and I also think that Hasbro really should be helping out like other third-party stores, like for instance, when the Unicron came out, Big Bad Toy Store had it up for like, it was like $700 instead of the $600.
Yeah,
they sold it, but you didn't have to pay the money until it actually came out.
Yeah.
So you had a whole year to essentially pay it off. It cost more, but it wasn't as much as the secondary market.
It would have been. I think HasLab would change the game if they offered kind of like a care credit package where like you can pay this off within 6 months.
I completely agree with that.
Without any interest.
Yep.
And then
I
would totally take advantage of more stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, if you could, because that's I buy a lot of music here in Sweetwater.
Sure.
Sweetwater, and they have that whole thing. You can do like either 3 months, 6 months thing. If you pay it off within that parameter, no APR charge. Yep. Great, and everything is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, if the only way I bought Hot Toys is because they have a payment system.
Yeah.
Like I just bought the Hot Toys Darth Maul and Ahsoka from Clone Wars. I don't have an extra $500 lying around just to drop on them, but I don't care about $60 in 1 month, which is what I'm paying, for one of the figures. Like I don't care about $60 in a month. Like that doesn't mean anything to me, but I do care about $500. So a couple months of $60, sure, no problem. I'll do that. Ryan Abreu says we're hotties.
Oh,
shucks.
Got you, baby.
Marvel DC is excited about the new Star Wars shows like Book of Boba Fett. I'm also excited about Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett.
The Book of Booger Fett.
Book of Booger Fett. That's hard to say. Book of Booger Fett. All right. There's a thin line between scalping and investing. I think that's somewhat true, but it's not true with HasLab projects or made to order projects. If you are backing a Kickstarter or something made to order, you are literally investing. That is the definition of investing. The money you put into it is going to create something. It's not buying something that's already been made. Mike must be talking about me. I'm in my 40s, overweight, and wearing sweatpants. Fabulous disaster. I was actually talking about me. I'm not wearing sweatpants now, but I normally just sit around in my toy room in sweat shorts because, like, why do I have to dress up to be in here?
You're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm 40, reliving my nostalgia into brokenness. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
right there. Yep. Again, we're still about 20 minutes behind on these comments, guys. So if you make comments, I'm really sorry about that. We'll get there.
We're the absolute worst.
Archive Boba Fett or Deluxe Boba Fett, which is better? Deluxe Boba Fett, 100%. Deluxe Boba Fett is probably one of the best figures in the line. It's a little silly. Some of the accessories are silly, but the Boba Fett itself is really great.
It says Deluxe.
I do. Yeah, it's true. I do have the do back. It's I did the do. He's back here. He's like right here.
You should put him on a mountain display.
No.
So he could be a Mountain Dew back.
I agree. Sword in the Storm, the OG TIE Fighter would have sold better, but I still don't think at that price it would have sold great because it came out when the sequel trilogy hype was at its highest before the first movie. You know, it was very, very popular at the time it came out, and it did not sell well still. And part of it was the size, and part of it was the price point. And then the other part was the actual quality of the product you get. I like having it. Looking at it, like you're like, damn, that's big. Mm-hmm. It's a big boy, but it's also very light, and it feels very flimsy, and it has almost no paint applications on it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So it's literally all just colored and molded plastic. Yeah. Whereas the Rancor, they said, is going to have over 900 paint applications on it.
Yeah, it's got it. He's got to have like weathered texture.
Exactly. Exactly. What are some of your recent pickups, Zach?
Well, I got the Draculas.
Yeah, we just got that. That's true.
I got a sweep.
Would have been really cool if we got it before Halloween.
Yeah, it would have been better if we had it before Halloween.
Yep.
I finally got a sweep. I only wanted a sweep. To be my Scourge instead. Yeah, I like the color blue better.
That's fair.
And then
you can do the thing where he has two open hands or switch them.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna. I'm lazy.
That's fair.
But I got the Violator.
And cool. Yeah, that's right.
Lex Galvatron.
That's true.
Ordered for me.
Yeah, that's
true. I got the Mafix, Gambit, and Psylocke.
How is that?
The Gambit is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like I want to have sex.
Is that why you're like, we should do another action figure bots and shots?
Well, I thought about it because I have so many different. Of those Gambits.
I think we've already done the Marvel Legends Gambit.
Did we?
But if you have the newer colored one,
I do.
Then we haven't technically done that one.
Well, I have like my old ones. I have like a Gambit shelf because Gambit was my favorite.
That's true.
I thought it'd be funny to buy as many Gambits as possible. And the Mafix one, like it is perfect for a comic figure. Like it looks like it stepped out. The Psylocke is pretty cool, but I think the Gambit's a little bit cooler. But that's my recent.
Well, I always think that. I mean, I've honestly never been a fan of Psylocke ever.
I always liked Psylocke, but I was like a pervy little kid in like the late or the early 90s, and she.
I mean, obviously, I liked looking at Psylocke, but I never cared about her as a character, I would never really liked her mutant powers.
I was heavy into ninjas at that period of my life. Like I was way into ninja-based culture,
Yeah.
like Snake Eyes. Was a big
I'm into ninja culture.
I was Three Ninjas was definitely a thing I thought I could achieve.
I love Three Ninjas.
I was at that exact age group to be in a Three Ninjas movie, so I thought I was like.
What would your name have been?
I don't know.
Tall.
I was a normal sized kid.
Okay, so
like, I didn't get tall till I got older.
We got Rocky because he's strong like a rock. We got Colt because he's swift like a horse. We got Tum Tum because his energy comes from his tummy.
I feel like I would have been Colt only because I was the little shitty blonde kid.
Okay.
It was like really dumb.
Colt was kind of shitty.
He was the shitty kid.
Yeah. But you know what? Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. All right.
Look at Three Ninjas, man.
That and the Stoners are my favorite. Slow it down, dude. Slow it. Slow it down, dude. Slow it.
I'm glad they never remade that.
No,
I've tried to reboot it.
I was in a World of Warcraft guild with a girl who was in the Three Ninjas movie with Hulk Hogan. I think it was like the third or fourth one.
Yeah, the Thunder Mountain.
The Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
She was one of the bad guy extras in that movie.
That's awesome.
It really is.
Such a shitty movie.
It really is. It's awful.
Because we were talking with someone at work brought that up with Hulk Hogan, and I was like, "You ever Suburban Commando?"
Great movie.
I know.
You know what I'm going to do to you? Let me guess. You're going to pound my face. What are you talking about? It's the 90s. I'm going to sue you. So stupid.
I loved it.
I was frozen today. I think that the preview for that was in front of Ninja Turtles 2 on VHS.
Yes. I knew what that movie was. So like I made my mom rent it like shortly after that.
Same.
Yeah. I got to get in on this.
All right. The waiting for clearance also hurt the Transformers Titan class figures. Yes, that's completely true. Absolutely. I mean, I got my Triptychon on clearance from Ross.
Yeah, I got my Fort Max when it was on sale.
Yeah. I'm not saying I've never done it.
I'm just saying, I'm acknowledging that it does.
But I'm acknowledging that it does hurt the line. And that's why specifically with Black Series, I don't do it because I want to support it.
Yeah.
As soon as a figure like a vehicle comes out, I buy it at the full price purposefully. So because I want to support the line.
But the heavy stuff, there's like 4 different types of collectors. There's the guys that are going to buy it right away. The guys that are going to sit and wait for it to go on sale because they know this is going to happen.
Sure.
There's the ones that aren't big enough fans to collect it.
Yeah.
And there are the ones that aren't big enough fans, but when it does go on sale, they're like, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of fall into that category. Like if I had seen Omega Supreme somewhere for $70,
I would have bought it 100%.
It never dipped below 100 for me, and that was my point. I'm like, I don't care about this figure.
I would have bought Omega Supreme at the full price had I not had the Wei Jiang one that I got. Yeah,
that makes sense.
The reason Star Wars was such a great line back in the 80s and 90s was the vehicles, but the 6-inch, it's hard to get vehicles. G.I. Joe will suffer the same problem. I kind of agree with that a little bit.
I do and don't.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean, like, I didn't have a shit ton of money. Like, I had a bunch of toys, but like individual figures were kind of my jam. The big vehicles I thought were a little limiting. I had certain ones, like I had a Slave One, and I had like the Outrider.
Sure. Oh, the Outrider was rad. Yeah. It like split apart, and the whole thing.
But I was one of those kids who did like the cardboard boxes and styrofoam pieces, like my ships for my characters, and you could destroy them and have cool scenes and stuff. Like it was definitely like when you're a little kid and like money is not really a thing you have to think about.
Yeah,
so, like, you're kind of at the whims of your parents to decide like, what you are and aren't getting as far as the line. So like it's cool if you're older and have a little more control over it, but when you're a kid, vehicles only mean as much as you can get them.
That's true.
Like I think G.I. Joe, I agree definitely, because you could get that shit at swap meets, especially if you're a few years late down the line. So you could get like the old planes and stuff when they were discontinued. Like they'd be missing a missile or two, but you're like,
you know what else is different though? In the 80s and 90s, toys stayed on the shelves a lot longer.
It did, yeah.
Like when you were, I remember as a kid, like, Mom, I want this, and she's like, maybe for your birthday, and then for my birthday, I get it months later or whatever. But like now, if you don't buy it when you see it, like that's it. You probably won't ever see it again.
Like that game, you see like the same Spawns or X-Men's or Star Wars on the shelves for like a good 9 months before you'd see a shift. And usually there'd be like some thing that precipitated, like a movie comes out.
And also I think things were like evergreen a lot more. Like at no point in the Star Wars line did they ever really stop selling like a Darth Vader or a Chewbacca. Like whether you started buying them in 1979 or whatever, or 1983, you could always go to the store and buy a Darth Vader or a Chewbacca because they would always be part of the line.
Yeah, you'd always have a Wolverine.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that too. Exactly. Like they'd always have something like, or like a He-Man or a Skeletor. Yeah. Like I mean, I was born in 82, so I think He-Man came out in 83, 84. Yeah. Like, so I was literally like 1 or 2 when those came out, but I remember owning them. I don't remember ever buying one. I don't even remember ever opening one, but I remember having them.
Well, I would have been 2 when the Transformers movie came out.
Right. Okay. 86. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't until like 88, 89 when I would see it as reruns.
Right.
I fell into the fandom. But I still have a Galvatron that my mom still got at like a toy shelf.
Right.
Because they were still lurking.
Because they still had
somewhere.
them. Yeah.
And a Trypticon. Like,
yeah.
I didn't go to a swap meet. I actually had those toys.
Yeah.
So they did hang around for a bit longer.
Sure. But I also think, like, back in those days, adults weren't buying toys.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what's different. Because you have people like us who bought them as kids. And now
for children.
And now we have money and we can buy them for ourselves, like as many as we want. Like, for Christmas this year, I love Black Series. I'm not gonna get any Black Series toys for Christmas. I buy all the Black Series toys I want when they come out. At no point do I not buy a Black Series toy when it comes out. So it's also different then, because like I don't have that to look forward to. Like my wife's not. What Black Series toy did you want to get? Like I've already got them all. Like you can't buy it. So I think that's also different because adults are buying toys for themselves. Also, kids aren't as into toys as they were when we were kids.
Yeah, it really depends on certain kids that have parents that work collectors or are more interested in a fandom to actually get into it.
Sure. So, like, if a Target gets a case of Marvel Legends or Black Series and they're all new figures, you go in, you buy them all on the shelf. Like, okay, here's the whole wave. I've got my whole wave now, and I go buy them, and that's it. Like, I just cleared out the shelf. They're not going to be there anymore, and who knows when that Target is going to get more.
Like,
so
I genuinely wonder who buys the Fortnite toys because I'm saying in Fortnite, like a lot of people play it, but it's definitely for like a certain generation.
100%.
And like a lot of those kids, a lot of that generation, like Gen Z stuff, they're not really as into tangible things.
No.
Like a lot of their life exists in the digital world.
I would never spend money on like a video game outfit. Ever.
Yeah.
I don't see any value in that at all.
Yeah.
But that's all the kids spend money on. Yeah. like my nephew plays Roblox and we always get him Roblox cards or whatever. So he could buy whatever Roblox outfits or figures or characters or whatever in the game.
Like who's out there buying all the Meowsles?
Right? Adults like us.
Because he's hot as shit. He's so hot. Meowsles is so hot, bro.
Well, and the new Hasbro one's got the Meowsles, but he's black.
The shadow Meowsles.
So
I saw him at the stores. And he comes with a gold gym equipment.
So if you want that big black Meowsles,
I can simulate him getting ripped as he comes to all of his gear.
Hey, Sword in the Storm. If you watch this on the playback or whatever, have a good night. Hope you have sweet dreams.
Have sweet dreams, baby.
Again, we can disagree and still be friends.
Can you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's not what you told me.
Mr. Bones, the murderous B1 battle droid. I would love it if they made a Mr. Bones. He is a battle droid from the books. Just so you know. His name is Mr. Bones.
I only read a little bit of the books.
You don't have to read it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I have to read it, don't I?
No. All right. Chris Miglerino finally caught a live stream. How's it going? Wheel of Chaotic Doom. I'm waiting for a Rancor variant. Oh, they're talking about variants of COVID. I'm just going to ignore all of that.
We are talking toys and toy-related things.
Yes, the Sky Striker absolutely is on fire. Let's give another update here. We're at 67.59 on the Sky Striker and 53.39 on the Rancor.
I think like 3 since you talked
about
the Rancor.
Yeah.
I wonder if we've attributed any sales.
I doubt it.
It'd be cool if we did, though. Just for funsies.
The 3.75 inch would be a baby Rancor for sure.
Or like a teenage Rancor.
A teenage, yeah.
He's going through puberty. Is he a reptile?
I would guess so.
Yeah.
He's some kind of thing.
Yeah. Identify. Does he have hair anywhere down there?
I don't think. I mean, I didn't see any.
Cool.
I mean, sure. Okay. It's going down. See Tum Tum. And going back. That was fun.
It'd be cool if Tum Tum got like crazy hot as he got older.
Like
that name like drilled into his head and he got like Fight Club ripped. And it was just like
it just really messed with him psychologically.
But now he's Tum Tum because his abs are fucking murderous.
He's like, yeah. Look at these Tum Tums.
Yeah, it's like a fat man named Slim kind of thing.
Yeah. That makes sense. What's the deal with the new Black Series wave hitting Target before it's officially announced and goes up for pre-order? Yeah, I don't know. It's not the first time it's happened. It happened last year with the Cad Bane wave. That's
doing it with Transformers too.
That's true.
Blaster's not going up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tigatron.
Hasbro's they make weird choices about when they announce stuff and let things go for pre-order.
Yeah,
I don't understand it really.
Yeah,
I really don't. Yeah,
their management's weird. And what's the deal?
There we go. He-Man came out in 82. The comics came out in 83. Our cartoon came out in 83. So, what's the deal?
What's the deal with the Black Series? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've been watching Seinfeld on Netflix.
I see what you're doing.
It's on my background show.
Yeah, so The Office is mine.
See, I don't like The Office that much, so I don't really care about
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't really like Seinfeld.
Well, I hadn't watched it in a million years, so it's just been in my bed thing and doing it for an apartment.
I never thought. I don't like shows with laugh tracks. I can't stand shows with laugh tracks. It really turns me off. If a show is a laugh track, I just cannot watch it. I don't like being told when to laugh.
I can accept it if the show's old because obviously they're not going to.
That's how they did it. Yeah. But you'll find like most new shows don't have laugh tracks.
A lot of them do, and it's weird.
I hate it.
Or the ones that do are weird as shit.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Especially if they're scripted laughs, like with Big Bang Theory, where they'd be talking and then there's like a pause for a laugh track, and then they say something else and there's like a pause for a laugh track.
The thing that always bugged me as a kid, and the reason why I hated it, because on Seinfeld, the only thing I liked as a kid was when someone would say something funny, the other characters would acknowledge it. But my mom would like watch Friends off and on, and Chandler would quip or whatever, and then everyone laughs. Yeah,
everyone ignores it. Yeah,
are you people soulless monsters?
That was a good line.
He said something funny.
Could you be any more dead?
So it always bugged me when like you do the pause for laughter and we just ignore the fact that these
people are laughing. Well, what's up with all these people laughing over here?
Yeah, also it knows that it's like no one's laughing in the show. Like like if you said some of that shit, I'd be dying. Like,
that's hilarious. Yeah. Did someone write that for you?
So yeah. But I know it's a cartoon show, but it bugged the shit out.
Well, it's also like the shows that used to be filmed in front of like live studio audiences.
Yeah.
So the laugh track was actually a crowd of people instead of just like canned laughter.
Yeah. And they have the applause signs.
Yeah.
The laugh signs. Yeah.
Let's see.
Where are we?
I don't know. We're right here going through all this stuff. I'm just going to click on this one from 532. So we're like 5 minutes behind now. We're good.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Legend has, it's because I did that whole long 20-minute Rancor explanation for you.
Explanation.
I gave it to you.
Yeah. You gave it to me. All right.
I did.
Nice.
If one runs the tummy of a G2 Turbo Fire, okay. Well, do you have a G2 Turbo Fire on you?
Is he rare? Is that?
I don't know.
I'd like to understand. I just want to understand. 25
in chat, but only 14 thumbs up. Oh, that's very nice of you to point that out.
I don't know what I don't.
Basically, there's only 14 thumbs up, but there's a lot more people on that actually watching it.
I think they're debating like. Yeah. Do I give this a thumbs up? Because this is pretty trash. Like they're like, we're sick of Mike talking about the Rancor.
I mean, that's probably true too. I'm honestly sick of Mike talking about the Rancor. Mike,
So
Mike, I'm talking to you, Mike. Me, talk about something else.
Which one are you?
I don't know.
A gun. Which one's the real you?
I'm the real me. Shoot the other one, Zach.
That's what he's saying.
Don't you remember, Zach?
But he's saying the same thing to me.
Say something only the real Mike would say. Just shoot me. I'm tired of being alive.
That's what he would say. It should be your catchphrase.
Just shoot me. I'm tired of being alive. Remember like a bank situation, like a bank robbery? I'm just sitting, like standing there, like,
shoot me.
Just shoot me. I'm tired of being alive.
And then he's like, me too, man.
And then we hug it out.
Yeah. And then the cops tackle him. And thanks a lot, Mike.
And now I'm a hero.
Yeah.
But still alive.
But still very sad.
I'm not actually tired of being alive. I just want this is a joke. And I know suicide is not really funny to joke about.
No.
But it kind of is sometimes.
Jesus.
Like it is that it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay. It is until it's real.
Yeah.
That's what
it's like
that's
drug
what it is.
addiction is also kind of funny until someone
has wrecked their life from drug addiction.
Taking a step too far. But until then, drug addiction is pretty hilarious.
rank cord number is going to be creeping while we sleeping. It's going to make it. I think I am like, I said this on my podcast. By the way, if you haven't listened to Black Series Cantina, our episode 8 just went up last night, and Dan Larson is on it. And I
all the time, or
just in that one episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We didn't have the money to get him on for longer than that. You know, he's really expensive dude.
I like the idea of getting paid. Not that I ever get paid.
No. Well, pay you in alcohol and sex.
Yeah.
I want my money back.
Yeah. I could have just gotten that for free the whole time.
Yeah. But I do think rank core numbers are going to be. I think it's going to fun. I'm like 90% sure it's going to fun.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, the UK people are like, oh, it's still the same on ours. That's only like 3 countries worth. I'm pretty sure these numbers reflect probably the UK, unless I think they fund on the UK, in Canada, and America. But there are a lot of other countries that are pre-ordering these, and they pre-order them at places, and then those numbers go in at the end from those designated places. So it's not the same way to buy one in every country. I know the people in Australia, like Linda, if she's still in the chat, if not, I mean, that's cool too. But not only does she have to pay a lot more money because of the exchange rates and customs and all that stuff, but they don't order from the site; they order from a place, and that order goes in at like later. Yeah. So I don't think those have gone in yet.
Yeah, and there's still all the toy store numbers too, like the big bad toy stores.
Yeah, I don't think those have gone in yet. Yeah. All right, Just to Be Loved Seinfeld. It was his show in high school. That's cool. I mean, I don't have anything against. I don't hate it. I just never really liked it.
I was gonna say that's how it was with The Office. Like it just never clicked with me. But like, there's funny moments. Like, you know, I know there's like funny stuff on there. I'm just not super cringe humor guy.
That's fair. I am. I know. My whole life is cringe.
I know. That's why we're here.
That's true.
We're doing this cringe stuff.
That's also why we're dear. I wonder if those people that hate laugh during laugh, that late laugh during laugh tracks, do it on purpose. Oh, 100%. They could be like, "Oh, that was me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that asshole laughing? That was me. I laughed. I was on the show. I'm famous."
If you were at a taping of a show, would you affect a fake annoying laugh just to be weird? You'd be like,
you'll get kicked out. No, sir. You have to leave.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of a quiet laugher.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like my laugh track,
like you're not contributing anything to it. Yeah, you're just
I'm not being represented.
All right. Going back down, Jacob Dahl loves Black Series Cantina. I'll say this to you, and I can say this with full authority. Black Series Cantina loves you right back.
Well, one half.
Well, yeah, it's true. I can't speak for others.
And I refuse to speak for the others.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't acknowledge him. As a sovereign.
There could be only one.
I don't acknowledge him as a sovereign Zach.
I'm really glad that I'm really glad that people like our podcast. It's actually doing pretty well on like podcasting numbers and stuff. So it's weird because it's not as high as like YouTube numbers go. So I'm not used to that. You know, like YouTube numbers are generally more, but it's a specific,
it's a bit more
niche podcast. So we get update emails from like Apple and stuff saying like this month you were I think we were like number 18 on the top hobby podcasts in like Mexico, and number 17 on the top hobby podcast in like Australia.
Top 20. Good job.
Exactly. Like there are only like 19 other hobby related podcasts
like
or whatever.
Such a niche thing. Like you don't really expect much. So it's almost like, okay, cool.
Well, especially in like Mexico, like we're not speaking Spanish. I'm like, hola, ¿cómo está?
Well, now you were, but you're not on the show.
That's true. No, that's true. Me gusta Luke Skywalker. That's all I got. Lo siento mucho. Mi español es muy mal.
You tried.
I did. Well, I think one of my first things after high school, I worked at KB Toys, and I was putting something away, and this gentleman comes in and he starts speaking in Spanish, and I just got out of high school, so I took 2 years of Spanish, so I kind of understood it, and I said, "Oh, No me hablas, but no, lo siento mucho. and the guy just kind of we tried to talk, and then he left. I helped him out a little bit, and then he left. And my boss looks at me and she goes, "Did you just tell that gentleman that you couldn't speak Spanish and you were very sorry in Spanish?" And I said, "Yeah."
But there's only 2 lines.
But that's it. That's all I know.
It's fair.
That's fair. I was like, I know enough to tell someone I don't know how to speak Spanish.
Give him a warning. That's fair.
Yeah, but I probably could. I mean, I did help him a little bit because I had enough Spanish at that point to where I could carry a low-level conversation.
Yeah.
And he actually just wanted to know where our baño was. So.
Okay. Where was the baño?
Outside and around the corner.
Oh, that's right. You worked at the mall.
I worked at the mall.
There you go.
You'll see Chris here loves Bots and Shots and the Black Series show. He likes both.
I only like one.
That's fair.
Not the one you think it is.
It's actually not either.
I know. I don't like either.
He doesn't like either.
Yeah.
I like the podcast that Dan Larson started where he talks about how much he hates my podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Mike sucks, the podcast.
Yeah, basically. Actually, Dan and I keep joking about making a Sentai podcast. We call it like Pod Rangers. Mm-hmm. But hold on. I don't remember that. I went on a website and found Japanese words to mean specific things. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but it translated into like white guy podcast rangers.
That's there you go.
Yeah.
And just like put that back into English.
And put it back into English. Yeah.
Guy podcast rangers.
White guy podcast rangers. Well, because every Sentai, every Sentai is always like there's like Koryu Sentai Zyuranger, which just means like Dino Sentai Pod Ranger, or like Chojin Sentai Jetman is like the best Sentai Jetman.
Yeah.
Like it was like a little weird little like.
Oh, it's like the Transformers. There's Headmasters and there's Victory, but then there's like Super God Master Force.
Exactly. Yeah. Where that? Yeah, exactly. Whoa, T-Fan Page 101. Welcome to the chat, buddy. That's like a legit YouTuber right there.
It is going.
Yeah, it is going. It's very much going. All right.
Creeping up on real time.
We are. We're getting down in there. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I recently rewatched Batman Forever. I love Jim Carrey in that movie. He acted the shit out of some of those scenes. It's an HBO Max if you want to watch it. So I remember loving Batman Forever, like absolutely loving that
pencils.
movie. I had the McDonald's glasses.
Oh yeah,
the little glass cups or whatever. Mm-hmm. I got that movie on VHS for Christmas one year. I love the line.
I love the soundtrack.
Yeah, I still sing Seal's "Kiss from a Rose."
Oh yeah.
There was a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I could beg you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Da 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 da. All right. Yeah, my voice cracked a little bit there because it's a little hoarse. But yeah,
I remember there was like there's the U2 song on there, and then
there is the
Al
U2.
did like a cover of it that was even better.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but I loved the Chris O'Donnell Robin line where he's like, "Holy rusted metal, Batman," because he's like, it's rusty, so it's holy. Like that for some reason, I watched the whole movie just to hear that line because it cracked me up so much.
And you turned it off right there.
And that was it. I just rewind it and I started over. Yeah. I love that movie a lot. I haven't watched it since I was a kid though, so I don't know.
You couldn't.
Yeah. I want to preserve my love for it and my image of it exactly how it was then.
Because I remember I loved Independence Day when it first came out, but then I rewatched it like 10 years later, and that movie is terrible, and I'm mad at myself for rewatching it and destroying it.
Yeah,
my nostalgia was ruined like a little bit.
Yeah,
so I understand your fear about rewatching.
Right. That's fair.
I get it. To this day, I have never seen all of Batman and Robin.
I did. My dad and I went to go see it in the theaters. think my brother was there. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. It's not good. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not as bad as it's
one of those things like it's not even bad enough that I want to like watch it for fun to be as bad as it is.
Sure.
From what I've heard, like the parts that I remember are just like, yeah, I don't know, we have to finish this. Baby, I know it's gonna be stuck in my head all night. You know the best part is that the album that's attached to is really good.
Yeah.
But Kiss from a Rose is the only song that sounds like that on the album. It feels like it was a single that they made separate.
And then they just put it in there. Yeah, it's tacked it in there.
So like there's a tone of the album, and then it like
and then that song.
And then it popped there, and then the rest of it continues. And it's one of those things like the album by Dead or Alive that spin me right round. Round. Like everything on that album is better than that song. But that's the only song, and it's the same with Kiss from a Rose. Like the album is kind of better than the single, but the single will like jar you away from the rest of the album.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. As a music nerd, that's how I feel. Not everyone feels that way. Just makes me think of Jeff from Community now and the Dean.
Oh yeah, and the Dean. Yeah. I love Community. I love most of Community.
Yeah. Even the bad stuff, like I'll watch.
Yeah.
I won't like it all the way.
Yeah.
But I'll watch.
But it's watchable.
Yeah.
I'm just going through. There we go. We're a couple minutes behind now.
All right, we're catching up.
Yeah.
Time means nothing to us because we are Bonelanders.
So Kate was enjoying this part of the stream. I'm glad that you enjoyed our rendition of Seal's Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah.
It's actually a song I've karaoke'd before.
Yeah. I think I have karaoke it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever karaoke'd it together.
I don't think we have, but I feel like we should.
We could, yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe before BotCon, we'll go to another karaoke place like we did last time.
Could be. We could do that. I feel like we could do that, and we could do Alanis Morissette's Uninvited.
Yeah.
You're uninvited.
Yeah. I'd rather do You Ought to Know.
An unfortunate slide.
That was good. Thanks. That's really good. I thought you were going to crack, but you made it through. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
We caught up.
We're getting there.
We're on our way.
So,
thank you,
he was singing "Kiss from a Rose" too, and you know what? You shouldn't have any shame because it's it's legitimately a great song.
Yeah. If you know the words, and if you have no shame or just alone, you should be singing it. Right.
Absolutely. Now. I'm just really glad that Kate liked our rendition. I was actually really nervous about when I was singing it. I was like, I wonder if Kate will like this.
I don't know who Kate is.
That's Dan Larson's wife.
Okay.
Mrs. Toy
He makes her watch this garbage?
I think she watches it on purpose.
That's so weird.
I know.
Does she know what we look like?
Well, she does now.
Okay, there we go.
You know what's weird is like she knows what Lily looks like because she watches and Lily's on the channel, but I don't think Lily knows what she looks like. But they're like, Lily loves Kate, loves Kate.
But have you ever seen them in the same place?
No, I haven't. Are they the same person? No, it's not. That's too weird. No, they're not. But I
like how I've cast doubt.
Yeah, you have. You've planted the seeds. But no, like legitimately, Lily I think has a little girl crush on Kate. Aww. Yeah, it's really cute.
So sweet.
I'm scrolling down. I want to get caught up. There we go. Rotax Hippie wants to know if you missed the Chris Farley impression. I don't think you did.
The Chris Farley impression?
I don't think we did a Chris Farley impression, did we? I don't think we did. In a van down by the river. I just wanted to set that up. There we go. Because that's literally the only like Chris Farley impression I can do, or would even want to do. Because I think that's the only good thing he's ever done.
I guess we could always do a Halloween costume with the Chippendale dancers.
But we do the
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. I'd be a good Chris Farley in that. You'd be a good Patrick Swayze.
I do okay.
Yeah, you do okay. You're not dead enough to be Patrick Swayze.
That was pretty dark. I was gonna say I don't have cancer enough to be Patrick Swayze, but like times change. I'm getting older.
That's fair. We just committed to an Atlanta set. Well, here's the thing, Kate. If you ever come with Dan to San Diego Comic-Con, I don't know if you've ever traveled with him when you do that, but if you come to Comic-Con here in San Diego, we could karaoke, and I will sing any Alanis Morissette song you want. If you want to do Ought to Know,
isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? A little too ironic. I really do think it's like rain on a wedding day, a free ride.
I actually, when legit is like a kid and like her music was around, like
I
didn't really care about
Life is a funny thing.
But I always kind of had like a weird like secret love for what is that one? You already won me over.
You already won me over in spite of me.
Yeah.
And it'll be surprised if I head over feet.
Yeah, I think it went Bee Gees on that.
Yeah,
one.
I did a little bit.
It was like I also had a.
You'll be surprised if I hear. Oh, that you are! I couldn't help it. It's all your fault.
It's like I went to a secret love for Duncan Sheik's Barely Breathing.
Oh, because I am barely breathing and I can't find the air.
Yeah. And like that first Savage Garden song, get out of here.
Wait. Ooh, I want you. I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out.
Music was weird back in the 90s.
I love the 90s.
I did too.
90s music is hands down my favorite. I think music peaked in the 90s.
Yeah, well, also I feel like because MTV was still a factor.
Yeah,
I guess you could actually watch some stuff every once in a while. Have a good time.
Oh, dude. Okay, so T-Fan page 101. This just came up on my Facebook memories back in like I want to say it was like 2017. My wife and I were on a double date with one of her coworkers and his fiance at a mall here in San Diego, and we just went to this burger place and we walked out. And we hear the piano riff. I'm like, oh, someone's playing a little, what's her name? Vanessa Carlton. I'm like, oh, someone's playing Vanessa Carlton. It was Vanessa Carlton. It was just Vanessa Carlton was putting on this like holiday concert at a mall here in San Diego.
What year was this?
Like 2017.
Okay, that makes sense.
Making my way downtown. Yeah.
Unless Terry Crews is there dancing, I don't care about it.
Yeah.
You know, I distinctly remember there was like a period when she was big. It was like her versus Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
And they never fought. And I'm kind of mad about that.
Yeah.
Like I wanted some.
Because
like,
you're everywhere to
but
me.
it was like the piano version versus the guitar version.
Yeah.
And like they're the same person.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was like John Mayer was that same time period. 2000.
It's like early. It's like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. Maybe a little. Maybe 2004. Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
I feel like that's when I stopped paying attention. As much to dumb hit songs. Like there was no real Duncan Sheik that captured my attention after that. Like,
you know his name's Michael Duncan Sheik.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Michael Clark Duncan Sheik.
Yeah, that's it. Michael Clark Duncan. Michael Clark. Known as the Lesser Jewel Off. That's good.
Yeah,
that is good. I like that. I did like Jewel back in the day though. I don't like her now. I listen to her songs now. I'm like, that's not a good song.
I haven't really heard anything that I'm assuming she still is around.
I don't think she's done. No, I'm talking about I've heard her 90s songs now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, why did I like this song? I don't know. I just don't think it's aged that well.
No.
I don't think she's that great of a singer anymore. I don't know. Like I remember loving it. And I think she was from Carlsbad. Like she was like a homeless person from Carlsbad that got discovered or something like that. If I remember right.
I learned later in life that she, or that at the time when her first album came out and she was all big, she went on tour as an opening act for Peter Murphy, who I loved at the time in the mid-90s.
You would.
I did not know that.
You would.
That's cool for her, I guess.
It's like rain on a wedding day, a free ride. All right. Oh, we are doing well.
We are doing okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's very nice of you.
Yeah.
I like we're both reading. I'm like doing my finger. I'm like, I figured I'd check in on you guys.
You can say it. You can do it.
The guys. All right.
You're doing it.
I can actually read really well, but not right now. I choose not to. I try to make this as hard as possible. Hey, thanks for hanging out. It's cool to see you in chat. Justin B, you have a good walk in the dog. And you know what? We're gonna go too. We really are, because we have a lot of things. We have a bots and shots to cover and a very special super secret episode that we have to cover as well.
Yeah, we got things.
So we have a lot of stuff to do tonight, and we've been streaming for just under 2 hours now.
Yeah. An hour and 50 minutes of it about a Rancor, and then 10 minutes of us singing terrible stories.
That's true.
So we've covered all the bases of what's going on in our lives. To anyone we didn't see the comments, sorry, we're bad at reading, and
yeah,
but we tried, and
yeah,
we didn't really try.
We didn't. I didn't try at all.
We didn't try. Yeah. So
yeah.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
A little sorry.
Check out our upcoming film, The Bone Lander.
That Bone Lander is coming to a small screen near you.
Probably, a gritty VHS that we have recorded.
That's true. Well, if that's true, then producer Greg will be the first to buy it, because that's like right up his alley.
Okay.
If we make a shitty film straight to VHS and put it on like Etsy, he'll buy it just to put it in his collection.
Vintage erotica,
100%.
Yes, erotica.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Final numbers before we go here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And in the guitar solo to Stairway to Heaven. I mean, that wasn't very good because it's Stairway to Heaven, but I mean, it's like stretch. It's a stretch is all I'm saying, but I'll give it to you.
Read any good books? I read Catcher in the Sty. I'm out of here. That's how I like it. You can mash it around.
I can't get off unless someone throws up in my crotch.
It's the rule. Then I take it and slide it around.
Final numbers here on the Rancor. We're at 5341.
We're making sales, everybody.
Making sales.
We pitch people.
We're just slinging Rancors.
I feel bags I don't even care about.
You don't give a shit.
It looks cool. I will definitely make yours hug me when you get it.
100%.
But I don't really care about buying it.
Yeah.
But I encourage people to buy it. It helps fund other projects.
It really does.
Yeah.
It does.
It incentivizes our Lord and Master Hasbro to keep giving us things that we want.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Why hasn't there been like an Etsy that's made like dildos shaped after like famous Transformers guns?
You know what? On that note, we'll see you later. Bye. I'm trying to end. I don't know how to end.
I like how it looks like it's frozen, but
I know, but you can't.
Hair, so it's ruining the mystique.